All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hev here. Please like, share, subscribe if you feeling what I be kicking out. Anyways, you can see this video is about to be about Mr. Cam Newton, most recently of the New England Patriots, formerly of the Carolina Panthers. So Cam Newton, as you can see, Cam Newton gets in an argument with a young heckler at his camp and goes viral. Now, there's two videos that I'm going to play from this to obviously give some context if you haven't heard about this. Obviously, this is very recent, so some of you probably haven't heard about it yet. But anyway, Cam Newton, for those of you who don't really follow football or know who he is, I'm pretty sure Cam played for Auburn. I'm pretty sure he won a national championship too. Time has been flying by, and I'm getting older, so I'm starting to lose track of these things. I'm pretty sure Cam went to Auburn. Pretty sure he won the national championship, and I'm pretty sure he won the Heisman too. Don't quote me on any of that, but I'm pretty goddamn sure he did though. I do know that he won an NFL MVP award, which is hard to do. You know, all the things I just said that he did is hard to do and are definitely, great accomplishments. He led the Carolina Panthers to the Super Bowl, where he did get mollywopped by the Denver Broncos. That defense was out of this world, but he did lead the team to the Super Bowl. And again, just to make it to the Super Bowl is a task in itself. And many quarterbacks play in the NFL and never get a chance to play in the NFL. Play in the Super Bowl. Not even just quarterbacks. Many players, period, play their whole careers in the NFL and never even sniffed the Super Bowl. But Cam did lead his team there. His MVP season. He was trending upwards. I had a lot of faith in Cam. I did like Cam's game a lot. I obviously, it needed to be to be molded. Obviously it was a little one dimensional. And then, you did ask yourself, how far can this kind of go? Because he can throw. He's not the most accurate quarterback. He's big, like a Big Ben Roethlisberger, but he doesn't have the arm of a Big Ben Roethlisberger to, make those type of throws. He runs it a lot, like a power run style, where he does take a lot of damage to his body. So obviously you have those questions. And, the same thing that I kind of see with Lamar Jackson. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is much faster than Cam Newton. But the same thing with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, he needs to, work on his arm, because he's one-dimensional. And he'll never win unless he, works on his arm, because, once the playoff comes, everybody knows, all right, the quarterback's a threat. You just have some spies, and have the front four, or if you're running a 3-4, whatever the fuck you're running, you have your front just contain. You know what I'm saying? They gotta stay home. Those ends, they gotta stay home against Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? And that way you keep him contained, and then that's it. Force him to make throws in between the hash marks, which he's proven that he can't do. So anyway, that's enough about Lamar Jackson. But getting on to Cam Newton. So Cam Newton had this camp. I don't know where it was, but it did look kind of chilly where they were. It was outside. It was a football camp, and some kid, I guess he's in high school, he started literally like heckling Cam, like saying like you suck and stuff like that. And Cam started to respond by saying I'm rich. Now, this is my take on it. I don't think that Cam should have responded like that. Cam probably shouldn't have responded at all. You know what I mean? In life, when you're down, obviously people will try to kick you when you're down. But that's fine. You should use that. Excuse me, sorry. You should use that as fuel to get back up. Because obviously you're being kicked when you're down. You know what I'm saying? They're kicking you, that should be a signal to you that you're down. And you should already know that you're down. You should be aware, because you should be auditing yourself on a daily basis anyway. So you should know that, hey, like, what position you are. Like, you should have awareness, overall awareness, to know, like, all right, this is not a good situation for me. I need to work on such and such so that way I can come back. So, once the people start kicking you down, that's to be expected. You know, that's literally to be expected, and that's fine. You know, just add that, you know, to the tally of reasons why you're going to come back stronger, and add that to the tally of why you're going to wake up at, you know, 3:30 in the mornings instead of 4:30 in the morning, so that way you can, you know, grind harder, you know, and perfect what it is that you do. And obviously, I'm talking about all of us. This isn't just limited to Cam Newton and his situation. This is for everybody. You know, you might be at work trying to get a promotion or whatever, whatnot. And then, you know, something happens, whatever, you don't get the promotion, and everybody at your job is like, oh, like, you know, you wanted that promotion and, you know, you didn't get it and yada, yada, yada. Don't sulk. Don't be like, oh, I don't like this job anyway. Don't do that stuff. It's not necessary, you know. And then what it does is you'll wind up making yourself look like a fool, you know, and who needs that? Don't waste your time. Just reflect and say, you know what, I could have did this, I could have did that. Get better, and then try it again. You know, like when Michael Jordan didn't make the high school team, whatever year it was, and then he was sad. Obviously, you know, we're human. You know, you can have an emotional response to things. You know, like you're gonna experience that. That's fine, but then you know what you do? You go in the gym. You know, you grind. You know what I'm saying? You grind, and you come back better than ever. You know, and you make your case even stronger. So anyway, Cam Newton, I don't think that he should have responded the way that he did, and I'm recommending to you brothers out there that find yourself in similar situations. You know, you have to be above certain things, and you have to expect certain things. Like I said, when you're down, people are going to kick you. You know, so one, you should be expecting it, and two, you need to harvest that negative energy and use it for good. You know, that's how you go, because no matter what in life, that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? People are going to try to put you down. You know, when you're going up, they're going to try to put you down, and when you're down, they're going to kick you. So either way, you know, you're always going to be surrounded by that negative energy somehow, some way. All right, so let me play this video, and then I'll try. You asked, you're a free agent, You're a free agent, Rick. You're a free agent. You're about to be pulled. I'm Rick. You're about to be pulled. I'm Rick. You're about to be pulled. I'm Rick. You're a free agent. I'm Rick. You're a free agent. I'm Rick. He's a free agent. So this kid obviously is crazy. He's coming out of his mouth to Cam Newton. Like, this kid, and I don't know who this kid is. He might be a highly touted recruit. I don't think so, because I think if he was, Cam would have known. You know what I mean? And there'd probably be like NFL scouts there and stuff like that. And then obviously there would have been a presence. But if he is highly touted or not, either way, you know, you're still coming out very disrespectful. This guy's camp. He literally, like I said, I'm pretty sure he won the national championship. Pretty sure he won the Heisman. I know he won the NFL MVP. I know he took his team to the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning's Denver Broncos, where he got mollywopped. So he's accomplished everything that any person trying to get in the NFL would want to accomplish. So to be that disrespectful to this guy, just it shows a lack of a lack of, you know, just decorum, man. You don't come to someone else's house and then start trying to heckle that person about their career, because, you know, for all intents and purposes, I would say Cam Newton's career was a success. You know, he had to, I'm not sure if you guys know, but I know he went to a junior college. He had to transfer out of the junior college, and then he went to Auburn. So he didn't have that normal, like, you know, highly touted, you know, let me go to a 4-year school, you know, Alabama, 3 years, and then I'm out kind of thing. You know, he had his ups and downs, but he still prevailed. And like I said, made it to a Super Bowl and won an NFL MVP. Which is not easy to do, especially as a quarterback, especially as a quote unquote black quarterback. So, you know, this kid, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, where is this kid's father? You know, because I don't see a child growing up with a father in the home. With the father has his head on straight, and has his things in life in order. I don't see a father's son conducting himself in that way. And Cam's gonna ask, and when he asks, I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'm not the only one.
What's your daddy? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad. What's your dad? You're a free agent. What's your dad? You're a free agent. Your dad. You're a free agent. You ass. Talk to. Let me. Where's your dad? Where's your pop?
And obviously, this kid is, silly because Cam's a free agent. That doesn't mean he's ass. Doesn't. You know how many free agents there are out there? People become free agents, man. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking year, people become free agents and they get picked up. So, this kid's just literally talking out of his ass. And Cam, honestly, probably should not have even addressed him because things should just be beneath you brothers, okay? Keep that in mind as well. Most things that people try to bring to you will be beneath you. So, just keep your eyes focused on the prize, which is your goal to better your life every day. And you should start by doing that by bettering yourself. There's a whole bunch of books out there that you can read to help if you're looking for help on how to better your living environment. Change your environment, take control of your life. I've done some videos where I've offered advice. Because think about it, like Cam, I wouldn't have responded to how he did by saying he's rich, but he is rich. He's rich. He was in all his commercials. He's got sponsorships. So as long as he is financially savvy and has the right people in his corner, chime in my video, Who's in Your Corner? As long as he has that, then he should be able to maintain his money for the rest of his life. But we see oftentimes these athletes, they don't have those things, and then next thing you know, in a couple of years, they're freaking on the the TV circuit, crying, "The woe is me, I don't have no money" type shit. So hopefully that doesn't happen for Mr. Cam Newton. Alright. So as you can see, it says they have the I don't know what that is. Away team. Oh, that's anyway. Newton threw at 31, just finished his season, yada yada. As you can see, he had a bad season last year with the Patriots. He didn't have any weapons. But still, Cam Newton, he is kind of like on the decline because the style that he plays, there's just certain throws that he can't make from the pocket. And, he might be retiring soon. I see him getting one more chance as a starter in this league. I think one team will bring him in as a starter. I don't know which. I can't say which team, but I think that there's a team this year that he could start for. I see that happening. And then depending on how that goes, if he flames out again, then yeah, it's going to be a wrap for him. He'll be a backup for probably about the next 2 to 3 years, and then he'll retire off into the sunset. But yeah, I see him as a starting quarterback in this league still. Not saying that I see him winning a Super Bowl in this league still, but I can see him being a starting quarterback for one reason or another. If you're a team that, you have a pretty shitty quarterback situation, or, your numbers are dwindling, you might want to bring in a big name like a Cam Newton. But then again, during the pandemic, people can't really go to games anyway. So, I'm not even sure if Cam will be the recipient of that. But let me play the second video. If I can find it. My phone is acting a fool. Yeah, the second video is right here. Well, it's supposed to be right here, but... All right, here we go.
Nah, ain't no disrespect. If you want some attention, I'm going to give you some attention. The right way, bro. The right way. When do y'all play?
We play tomorrow.
What was y'all record today then?
1-2. No, 2-1.
What did you do? I wasn't able to see because y'all was too...
Cameras on me.
All right, bro. What did he do, man? Does he play?
He got speed.
He got speed?
No, he's letting his speed.
Oh.
You're going to see.
Huh?
You're going to see.
Nah, don't act shy. Nah, bro. Don't act shy. I'm asking. I couldn't see today.
You going to watch YouTube. Bro, you watch YouTube. I know you do. You cafeteria crops, man.
See, like I'm trying to see like what you.
For real though.
I'm like
You rep that 215.
205.
215.
215. Okay, cool. Bro. I'm just like, please don't be one dimensional. Like you said something to me, then I go. I'm really trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to like crack no jokes. I'm just really trying to ask a simple question. It's your fault why everybody's looking, but I'm really just trying to ask a question. But you never said what you did. You said you gonna see.
At the end of the day, right?
Nah, coach, it's no disrespect. I promise you, it's no disrespect.
Yeah, the coach comes in and then they just start doing like a little back and forth. As you see right here, it says, talking to a child with everybody looking does me no good, Newton said in the post. So instead of speaking or going back and forth with a child, I wanted to have a man-to-man conversation with his father. So look, this is a huge point that I want to put emphasis on, because there's no point in going back and forth with children. I'm going to say it again. There's no point in going back and forth with children. All right? So what that means is, obviously, if you're talking to a child or like a teenager, yada yada, but there's a lot of adults out here with minds of a teenager or a child that say some dumbass, kitty-ass shit. So what you need to do is not go back and forth with them. Period. You can't win going back and forth with a child. You ever had an argument with a 5-year-old? Have you ever seen someone have an argument with a 5-year-old? It don't go well, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't go well because there's no logic. There's no rationale. There's no nothing. It's just whatever they want to say, they're going to say. You know what I'm saying? And the same rules apply when you're talking to freaking women. For the most part. 99% of these freaking liberal black women out here, brothers, it's like talking to a fucking child. Not even just the liberal black women. 90% of women, most of them, when you're talking to them, it's like talking to a fucking child. Period. Like dead ass. It's like talking to a child. So don't go back and forth with them either. If you're gonna go back and forth with a woman, you better be getting some pussy from her, man. Period. That better be your woman. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to go back and forth with a random ass woman. Period. And women like to try to go back and forth with me on my social media platforms. And I always cut that shit short. You know, let them know, have a nice day. You know, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you about this, that, or the third. You know, it's not my job to. You know what I'm saying? You're not my woman. You know what I'm saying? You are not my responsibility. You know, so I pass that shit the fuck off. You know, you got issues or whatever, go talk to your man about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be over here going back and forth with me like, bitch, I'm not your man. You know what I'm saying? Do you even have a man? That's probably why you here going back and forth with me in the first place, because you don't got a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't got a man, I wonder why. Probably because you right here going back and forth with me about some bullshit on social media. So anyway, definitely, I'm going to say one more time, do not go back and forth with a child. That means anyone that carries themselves like a fucking child, all right? Whether it be male, female, an actual child, period, you know? So instead of speaking or going back and forth with a child, I wanted to have a man-to-man conversation with his father. Now, from the video, I didn't see the father. And again, for the kid to act like that, I'm assuming the kid's father isn't really in his life. You know what I'm saying? He might have a father that's around, but maybe he ain't raise him, because I can't see any man raising up a young child to conduct himself like that. You know, in that setting. You know, making a fool of yourself. You know, making a fool of yourself. It's one, you can be confident in yourself, but to go to that extent is making a fool. Although the video went viral, athletes across football and other sports were disappointed a player attending Newton's own camp would treat him with such disrespect. Newton was named MVP in 2015 and drafted number 1. Well, yeah, he was drafted number 1. And I'm guessing he probably didn't win the Heisman today, because if he would have won the Heisman, they probably would have said it right here. Trey Young shared this. Probably should ask him how to be an MVP in the league. You probably want to play in first. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Cam, you should have sent his ass home. Yeah, Cam, he could have. I wish my children would disrespect any adult like that. I'm from the old school where this type of behavior is not tolerated. Real talk. Ungrateful. Yeah. Cam was a 5-star to recruit one. Oh, he did win the Heisman. All right, I was right. was number one pick in the NFL draft. These kids in this generation don't understand. Most of these kids will never have the success Cam Newton has had. They better soak up game now. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. That's pretty much what I said. And this one says Cam got a little triggered. I guess he did because he responded. You know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't have. There's no reason for him to respond in that situation. You know. And if you want to respond, what you could have done is, like you said, Cam, just like, where's your father? Or you could have just said to the kid, hey, man, like, come here, let me talk to you. Just one-on-one. And just talk to the kid. You know? It's like, remind this motherfucker, like, bro, like, I'm where you want to be. All right? So you should be asking me questions on how to get there. You know? But not like that. You know, you just showing your ass, making a fool of yourself. Because 90% of the people that play high school football don't go on to play college football. You know, so this kid, you know, he might not even go and play college football. Who the hell knows? I wish the best for the brother, but he definitely needs to work on some things. All right, but I think that's gonna be it on this video. I don't really want to go too deep on it. It's pretty straightforward. You know, Cam Newton, I wish him the best too with his career. Hopefully he could bounce back, but like I said, I don't really see that happening. I see him probably getting one more starting opportunity this season coming up, where he's probably not going to play too well. It'll be like a so-so kind of a season, nothing good enough to get him another starting job for the next season. And then whatever team he's on is probably going to draft the quarterback in the first year, and then you know, that's going to, you know, we've seen this. You know, it's the same thing. You know, we've seen this story year in and year out with different quarterbacks. But anyway, that's it on that, y'all. Peace.